Hey guys, what's up? Today's gonna be a little different. We were supposed to be doing a project video for you guys, another roof project, but the weather's really bad. We're gonna go play some ball with Nick. He used to be a pro ball player. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it!
Is that Rob?
That's Rob. There he is. There he is.
It is. What's up, guys?
How we
What's
doing?
going on? We're doing good. We're excited to play some ball. Rowan's in the back somewhere hiding. All right, we got your helmet. Perfect.
That. No. No way, that was the best one. Look at that, that's a strike right there.
Right past you. You couldn't even catch it.
Look. Good stop, Rowan. Nice throw, bud. I'm gonna hit the ball to you again. You ready? Grab it, Rowan. Good job. Throw it to me as hard as you can. Nice throw. Here we go. Rowan, pick it up. Oh, good swoop. Good stop, bud.
Rob, you look like you could be an MLB player. The build and the beard.
Yeah.
And the height.
I wish I would have. That'd have been fun. My career ended in like farm league.
Farm
was it.
league?
That's as far as I made it.
Look, you see this? Put your two fingers here. Put your thumb down there.
Get it, Rowan.
Throw the ball. Try that. Your hands might be a little small, but you can do it.
That's a four-seam grip.
Right there. That's it. That's how you throw a ball.
Look it. Are you kidding?
Whoa, dude. That had some heat.
That's a big throw off.
Good throw, Rowan.
Whoa, dude. What does that clock in at?
I'm thinking 90.
That's kind of how I normally throw it. I told my cousin I can throw it at 100, but I was joking.
Well, I think you can right now.
Explain what it feels like when you try to throw normal with your arm.
What do you mean?
Like, what does it feel like with the tear and everything?
It doesn't hurt right now.
Whoa!
He's still in the interview.
gonna get the
He's still in the interview. You're not gonna get the ball. I got bigger legs than you do.
It
How
feels-
fast is your highest speed?
Well,
How fast can you run?
I'm slow. You're outrunning me.
I can run 13 miles an hour.
Dang, that's pretty quick. Breaking speed limits in some neighborhoods.
You want to go up in the field and hit?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Yep, you put that on. Oh, good hit. Wow. Boy, this could be interesting. Okay. Wow, good hit.
Yes. That's the box.
Yes, yes.
I don't see a
Here,
box.
here, let me see your bat.
I don't see a box.
Okay. Stay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Yep, you're fine. You're good. Stay like that. Yeah. Oh.
That in front of me.
Oh. Woo! That was the best one. That made me flinch. Yep, that's where he likes it. Oh, yeah.
Ron, you want to hit some?
Oh,
good
yeah.
contact, Rowan.
Nice.
Good job.
Nice, man.
Ready. Oh, nice hit.
Nice.
Get ready to feel the wrath of my pink antler.
Pink antler. Oh!
Oh, he actually hit you that time.
Oh! Look at that. Oh, that was the best one.
That's an ender right there.
That was good. How'd you feel?
Good. That felt really good.
staples are good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They're feeling good. They're still there.
You see that? What a throw.
Nick is going to tell us a little bit how he got into pro ball.
Yeah, so basically, Rob, I can't thank you enough for putting me on your channel and being here. And I just want to say, first off, thank you to God, because it's all up to him, man. I started at 4 years old, and my dad put me onto a baseball field. None of us played baseball. Me and my brother got thrown into it at a young age, and every time my brother was on the field, I would run out on the field and just try and be a part of it. And no matter what, from that day on, I knew that baseball was my life. And up until 7th grade, this is something I'll never forget. I was standing in line for school, and there was a kid. He bet me $50. He said, "I'll tell you right now, you'll never make pro ball." And I looked at him in 7th grade, and I told him, I said, "Just watch, I'm gonna do it." And ever since that day, it was my mission, it was my goal. I was doing a lot in high school, and I started working with the Red Sox in my junior year. And my senior year came around, COVID hit. I had an agent at the time. This coach I was working with got me an agent, and we were working with, it was the Red Sox, the Phillies, and Cubs, and there was a bunch of other things. I had this high where I was like, this is gonna happen. Like, this is gonna be my life. And I'm like, everything that everybody always told me I couldn't do, it's gonna be my life. So COVID hits, it's 2020, and this is my senior year. They lowered it down to 5 rounds, so there's 40 rounds in the draft, and I was supposed to get something out of it, at least a free agent call, but that year, I got screwed over. And so I was like, what do I do? Lord, help me. Like I don't know anything other than baseball. I'm 18 years old here. Then it is literally the last moment. Everything's about to shut down. I'm about to stop playing again. This school calls me, called Inspiration Academy, and right next to IMG Academy. I'm sure everybody has heard about it. I know your story. I just want to see if you would come down here. And it was a gap year of high school. And I told him, I was like, okay, absolutely, yeah, let's do this. And it was just heaven sent, and it was a whole Christian school, and they showed me so much that I didn't think I could ever do with my body. I didn't think I could ever do with my mind. I was so weak, and I was just getting everything handed to me. And this school basically was military for me, put me through absolutely everything. Then family stuff happened, and I got so in my head, and I didn't love the game anymore. And that's where I was like, all right, like, what do I do? Because everybody knows baseball is a fun game. You want to keep the smile on your face. I stopped playing, and I went back home. I started working concrete with my dad, and I was like, working concrete, and all these pump drivers that are coming up, and I'm finishing floors, they're looking at me, and I would tell them my story, and they're like, what are you doing, dude? Go play ball. And I'm like, they're like, you're too young. And I'm 19 at this point, and I was like, nah, like you don't understand. I'm going through a lot right now, and a lot of family stuff. All right, let's do it. And it just kind of happened again. So I got into it, and I posted a video on Twitter, and got a full ride to a college in Piqua, Ohio. If anyone can look that up on the map, it is the middle of absolute nowhere. I went out there, same thing, family got in my head again. I was only out there for a month, and I ended up leaving there. I stopped playing baseball again, so now I'm about 20 at this point. I come home, I start working concrete again with my dad. I'm thinking, oh, I need to get a job, I need to live, not this dream anymore that I was letting everybody get in my head. So now I got back working concrete, and I get a call from my agent, and I started working concrete for about a good year and a half, and I'm turning 20, late 21s at this point. And I get a call from my agent, and he goes, hey, you still playing baseball? And I said, no. I was like, I stopped playing. He's like, well, what are you doing? And I was like, nothing, I don't want to play anymore. Hung up the phone. 15 minutes later, I called him back. I said, Lord, I know that meant something. And he goes, I got a couple offers for you right now if you want to go play pro ball. He's like, we got the Kansas City Monarchs that need a catcher, and I want you to go out there. I said, absolutely. He said, how long can you be ready? I'll get you on a flight. I said, 3 weeks. Give me 3 weeks, I'll be ready, I'll be back training. I wasn't playing for a year and a half.
Wow.
The day I go to fly out, the day I go to Kansas City, my agent calls me, he said, oh, by the way, do you have the vaccine? And I said, no, I don't. And he said, well, you're gonna need to get 5 shots in order to play. And I had buddies that played for Kansas City, and they told me none of them had it, this, and that, and they were trying to screw me over at this point. And I told them, I said, no, that's not something I want to do. So I passed up that opportunity. What did I do again? I started working concrete. I went back and I started working concrete, and I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I was like, this is over. And I was working a job one night. I'll never forget the day. It was a fireman. It was a firefighter, and he came up to me and he said, what are you doing? Why aren't you playing ball anymore? The same thing every time. And I just kept saying, Lord, what are you showing me? Like, seriously, Lord, what are you showing me? And he's like, you need to play ball. That's your life, man. I can see it in you. I can see how hurt you are. I can see the hurt in your eyes. For 4 years, I was so down and out. Like, I didn't know who I was, man. And all these thoughts that were getting in my head, I was just sitting there, getting to the worst thoughts. These thoughts that are just so bad. And then you sit there and you look at your eyes, you look at your body, and you're just beating yourself up. And you're letting it happen. You're like, how can I ever come out of this? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it's
happens to a lot of us, right?
Yeah, dude. And literally, I was like, how can I get out of this? And then I was like, you know what? That is my life. Baseball's my life. And this field right here that you guys are looking at, I came down in my brother's van with him. We have traveled this world. We've been to every state in America. My brother has been there for me through absolutely everything. No matter what, I couldn't have done it without him. And he just has my back through everything. And he's like, you need to keep going. This is your life. I know this is your journey. And remember that $50 thing? I never let that out of my head. But at times when I was low, I said, it's not worth it anymore. And I brought it back into my head. And I said, okay, let's make this happen. Christian was coming down here for the Daytona race for dirt bikes. That's something we were into too. And I said, Christian, I want to start training again. I said, I want to start training again. And he said, let's do it. So this field right here, it all started here. It started one day. In 2 days, I was feeling light again. And I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit of strength. I see one guy throwing in that corner over there, down there. And I look at him and I say, that guy's a pro ball player. And I was a catcher, and he's just throwing into a net, literally like this, taking it and throwing into the net. And I'm like, Christian, that guy's something special. And I said, and Christian goes, go and throw with him. Go ask him to throw. I said, okay. And I walk up to him, and he's just alone over there. Lo and behold, this guy played for the Detroit Tigers, and his brother's one of the best pitchers right now for the Red Sox. And he started working at Cressy Sports Performance. And this is where all the pros go. Max Schwarzer, Verlander, they're all there. And he invited me, he's like, we need catchers, just come out. And from there, my journey started. I was always a free agent, and I was catching one day. A manager comes up to me from a team from New Mexico, and he says, you want to play? And I said, what do you mean I want to play? I thought he was at college or something. And he was part of this team in New Mexico called the Santa Fe Fuego. That's an independent baseball team. And I said, yeah, I want to play. He said, all right, I'll sign you right now. Let's go. Called my parents. I was freaking out. I said, my life just like I made it. And I was crying on the ground. I was like, this is the best thing. I can't even believe this happened. Me and Christian again get in the van. We're in Texas at this point, and we're going to New Mexico. And my manager calls me and he goes, hey, you want to go to spring training with the Colorado Rocky Mountain Vibe? And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, absolutely, let's do it. So it's a higher team up than what I was with. I went to spring training with them. They already had 3 catchers signed. I got to go to spring training, meet so many people. And they sent me back down to New Mexico, and I played pro ball in New Mexico for a whole year. And that's kind of the journey of how I played baseball. And now I'm at the point where I'm trying to find something else in life, like to keep pushing, or maybe that one of those days that I'm just sitting there feeling that this is my life again, it'll come around.
That's awesome. That's a really cool story. And the crazy thing is you're right here on this field, and you're like, hey, this guy knows what he's doing, right? Yeah. You know, when I was in T-ball, I could hit the ball farther than Nick, but I'm wore out. It's time to grab some food. Let's go.
All right, Reagan.
There's no snakes, okay?
There's no snakes, but what did you just say? What are you gonna jump over?
Jump over the tire.
These?
I'm gonna jump over the tires once I get the straight. I'm gonna jump over this, then I'm gonna jump over that, then I'm gonna jump over that.
Oh. Oh. Oh, all right. You got to do the tires now, Reagan.
First, I'm gonna do something else just to get comfortable.
Okay.
at the house. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
We're ripping some
learning
dirt bikes.
technique in baseball clothes.
Yep.
And
Right after learning baseball technique, we're learning motocross technique.
did you always know to stand up like that? Or did you tell yourself that? That is good. That is good. Do it again. Look at that. Look at him. Look at him. Higher, higher, higher. There it is. There it is. Look at him cornering. Oh! Oh!
All right, guys, we're going to wrap this day up. We had a lot of fun playing baseball. Right after lunch, Reagan asked if he could go get his dirt bike, and then he introduced Nick to his e-bike. Thankfully, the clouds held up today. No rain. It was overcast. Still really hot. We hope you guys had fun watching this video. Thanks for watching. Until next time,
See ya!